Well, hello, my beautiful witches, civilized be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. I am super excited to be here today. Like every single Monday, we are having a second part from the video that I did last week. That, by the way, thank you so very much for all your support. That video has done very, very well. And if you're new into this channel and you're here because of the title of this video, again, my name is WhiteRaven, and I am here to teach you magic and witchcraft from my perspective, because I want to be for you what I wish I had when I started, because there's a lot of questions and a lot of doubts, and you want to watch somebody else do things, you know? I'm here to teach you. So please stick around, subscribe to the channel, like this channel, and comment down below and let me know that you're new, because I would love to have you in my coven. Remember, witches, that I have a beautiful website, WhiteRaven and witcheslayer.com. Many of the products that I'm going to use in the 3 spells that I have for you today are in my website for you. In case you do not know where to find them, you can always go to my website, because many of them will be there. If you need to talk to me, if you have any questions about witchcraft, you can email me in the website, WhiteRaven and witcheslayer.com. Remember that I do not work for people, and if you need a spell, I'm going to tell you to come into this channel, because I have a lot of spells in here for you. Also, go say hi to me in my Facebook page, WhiteRaven and Witcheslayer. You can also message me there. I am happy to talk to you. Please know that if you need a spell, witches, you can always come to this channel, because I have over 500 spells in here for you. So please make sure to check the videos before you ask me for a spell. Well, witches, I am going to share with you today 3 different spells for you to handle and deal with an enemy. Finalize that person and get that person out of your life. Either you're going to bind this person, you're going to banish this person, or you're going to do a reversal spell to send back to this evildoer all the magic that they're trying to do against you. So you have over here 3 ways for you to handle this situation successfully. So pay attention. I really hope you like the spells that I'm going to share in here today with you. And so without further ado, let's get into the spells. Alright, witches, for this spell, I am going to create a little dolly. So let me tell you the things that we are going to need for this. I'm going to create the doll. I'm going to show you how I do it. So I just need some butcher's paper. You're going to need some jute cord, or black cord, or red cord. I like to use thick cord when I'm doing my voodoo dolls, because it saves me time. This is very simple, and really it's not that artsy at all. So it's just a matter of wrapping this paper. For this particular doll, I am very excited, and I showed you guys the other day on my Facebook page. I've been playing with wax and powder. So this is a brain, and I put some painful powders, okay? And I'm going to be using this brain to create the head of my voodoo doll. So what I do, which is I have butcher's papers like this. I'm going to put that little brain in the center. If you don't have that brain, you can put paper, you can put cotton, you can put whatever you want. And then we're going to wrap it. Now, for this particular spell, we're going to need a mixture of some very powerful herbs. Okay, we are going to be commanding this human, and the basics of commanding herbs and the bosses, the top herbs for commanding, are going to be these 2. Licorice root. This is like a must in your apothecary, witches. And the other one is calamus. And these are staples in your witchcraft arsenal, which is you must have these 2 herbs. Very important for commanding and making people do your bidding. When you want to boss people around, this is what you need. Calamus and licorice root. To that, witches, you're also going to add some black pepper. All right. So now that you're building this doll, before you start wrapping this around, you're going to add some of this powder in the part that's going to be your head. If you're sewing a doll, then you put this inside the doll while you're sewing it. And then what I do, which is, this is going to be the head of the doll, right? Be gentle. Don't break the paper. Have your cord. There you go. You already have the head of the doll. All right. Now with the rest of the paper, we are going to start molding what it looks like a body. That's going to take a little bit. So let me go ahead and start doing this doll, and I'll be right back. So as you can see, which is the doll is already taking shape. So what I did, I just cut the paper and I rolled what represents the arms and I rolled what represents the leg. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to wrap this with the jute cord. Okay, which is, now that I finish it, I'm going to make some nuts around it to make sure that he is secure. Just making nuts. Okay, which is, so here you go. This is the doll. It's extremely simple to make. Now, there's a few things that we have to understand when we're making a voodoo doll to represent a person. This puppet not only have to have this mixture, but it also has to have tag looks of the person that you are working. That means it has to have items that belong to your target. Either nail clippings, either hair, either pieces of paper that the person has touched or written down. If you have a picture of the person that you are hexing, we're going to put the picture of the person that we are hexing here. It is extremely important that you link this doll to this human. After you have your doll done, the next thing that you are going to do is you're going to awaken it and you are going to baptize it with the name of your enemy. So the next thing that you're going to do then is awaken the doll, and you're going to do this by naming it doll. From this moment, your name is John Doe. And whatever I say to you, I say to John Doe. And whatever I do to you, I do to John Doe. And whatever happens to you will happen to John Doe. Awaken. And now you're going to blow 3 times on your doll. And your doll is awakened. All right, now that this doll is activated, witches, let me show you the next things that we are going to use. It's extremely simple. I have them right here. We are going to use 9 pins. Doesn't have to be this specific pin, but 9 pins. You are going to use 9 pieces of black cord, just like this, okay? So what is the first thing that we are going to do, witches? You are going to tie the hands in the back. You're going to have 9 pieces of black cord, and we are going to tie these hands. We are binding this doll. Just like so. Now this is the chant that we are going to do every time, which is that we bind this doll. By thread and will, you power I steal. Your words are hushed, your action crushed. No harm you send, no evil flows. By this bind, your chaos goes. All right. Now that we have the back of the hands tied in the back, we are going to finish binding this doll. And every time that we make a knot, we are going to repeat our chant. Take your time, witches. Just think about what you're doing, okay? Last one. By the thread and will you power I steal. Your words are hushed, your actions crushed. No harm you send, no evil flows. By this bind, your chaos goes. All right, witches, so listen up. Let's get our pins. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to put 1 pin in specific parts of this dolly. The first one that we are going to insert in this doll is going to be in the brain or in the crown. This is where thoughts live. So get your pin and you are going to push it through here. It doesn't matter if you break the doll, just push it through there. And this is the chant that you're going to do. No thought shall come to harm or sway. Your wicked mind is locked and away. The next one that you are going to do is going to be in the third eye. So imagine where the third eye of this person is. If you have the picture of the person, perfect. Third eye. Be careful, don't pin yourself. And this is the chant that you're going to do. Your sight is sealed, no vision spread. Your twisted will is now left dead. Okay, witches, the next ones are going to go straight into the eyes, 1 to each side. Perfect. No evil eye, no glare of hate. Your watching gaze meets its own fate. Make sure that you feel this when you are doing this, witches. The next one's is going to be in the ears. You hear no lies, no carry tales. Your poison words now mute and impale. Next, the mouth, witches. Right in the mouth. No mercy. Your tongue is bound, no curse can pass, no words of harm shall ever last. Now let's turn this around, and where these humans' hands are, we're going to just stick one. They're bind in here, so one is going to cover both. There we go. And this is the chant that you're going to do. Your touch is blocked, your reach denied. No harm through deed shall now abide. Last witches, we're going to do the feet. Same thing, since they're bound, let's cross them. All right. And this is the chant that you are going to do. You walk no path that spreads despair. Your steps are now stopped by sacred care. And here you go, witches. This is your doll. Now you may keep this doll for further commands, or you can throw it close to where the person is at. You can throw this in the grounds of place of employment if this is a co-worker, or if this is somebody that visits your home and you know what this person leaves, then you're going to throw this doll close to where this person lives. Or if you cannot do either one of those two things, you can bury this far away from you. Now, witches, it's really important that you keep this doll contained. So if you're going to keep this home, you need to put this in a box with a lid. Me personally, witches, I think I'm going to be making a little spell like this, and I'm going to put this little dolly in a resin box, and I'm going to keep it there for as long as I want to. And I think that that person needs to be commanded and binded. Let's get into the next one. Okay, witches, this next spell is going to be extremely simple, but don't be mistaken. This spell is inspired by a spell by the amazing Carlos Montenegro, which is an author of a lot of incredible magic, particularly baneful magic. So for this next spell, we are going to need a piece of brown paper and a pencil. We are going to need hot food oil. This one is in my website. We are going to need, which is cemetery dirt. This one is also in my website. We're also going to need black salt. I'm personally going to use the witch's bath salt. This is also in my website. You also are going to need dirt from steps of your targets. Now, you may think that that is very hard to collect, and actually it's not so hard. The only thing that you need to do, witches, is grab a tissue paper, put a little bit of water on it, and just clean the floor after they walk on it, and you get the person's footprint. Extremely important because we are going to banish this person, right? Last, witches, you are going to need 6 candles. You can do chime candle, or you can do 6 black tea light candles. If you do not have black tea light candles, witches, like a lot of people tell me, if you live in another country, you're watching this video and you don't have this, use white ones. Use your regular white tea light candles. All right, so let's get into the spell, witches. The first thing that we are going to do, we are going to write the name of the person 9 times in this paper. When you finish writing the name of your enemy, grab your hot food oil, and we are going to create a quincux in this paper. We are going to anchor this person into this paper. Quincux is 5 dots. 1 in each corner, 1 in the center, just to anchor your target into this paper. And this is the chant that we are going to do. Your name I write, your power I bind. To this paper your fate I tie. By ink and will you now remain held in this space under my domain. Whew, I feel that, witches. Okay. The next thing that you are going to do, in a little dish, in a little container, let's mix our ingredients, which is going to be the black salt, cemetery dirt, Give me 1 second. I am going to put my gloves on because that cemetery dirt, I know where it's coming from, and that cemetery was kind of powerful. That was some serious experience, that cemetery. Now that you have this, what you're going to do, which is you're going to put some of this paper in there. Okay. You're going to infuse this powder with this person's signature, you know, the vibrations of this person that you collected with this paper. All right, beautiful. Get your paper, and we are going to put 1 candle in the center, and we're going to put the other ones around. Okay, just like so. Grab your hot food oil and anoint all of your candles. All right, witches, all your candles have been anointed. Now grab your powder and just sprinkle some. This has dirt, so please do not choke your candle, okay? A little bit will go a long way, witches. It's beautiful. Love this. All right, witches, get into this. Grab your lighter, grab your matches, whatever it is that you want to use, and let's light the 1 candle that is in the center up. Focus, and this is the chant that you are going to chant to banish this evildoer. By the fire that burns, by the force of my will, I cast you out. You bring no chill. No shadow of yours shall linger here. No whisper, no curse, no breath near. By wax and flame, your power dies. Your lies dissolve, your mask denies. You are cut from root to soul, banished, broken, and no longer whole. From this place, from my path, for all I claim, I erase your touch. I burn your name, begun by smoke, by ash, by night. Your evil ends in my full light. Witches, you're going to let, oh my goodness, I'm feeling this. You're going to let this candle consume all the way down until there's nothing in this candle. And you're going to repeat this and light 1 candle per night until you are done with this spell. And every time you light another candle, when this one is burned, then you put the other one, and so on and so forth, okay? And every time while that candle is burning, you are going to be doing the chant that I just did. When you finish, witches, with this spell, listen up, you are to leave the remnants of this spell in a cemetery with 9 pennies as an offering. There you go. A simple spell to banish this evil doer. All right, witches, so what if you think that this person is actually doing any type of magic against you? What do you do then? So the best thing that you can do when somebody's doing magic against you is do reversal magic, counteractive magic. So that means that whatever this person is trying to send to you, you're going to grab it and you're going to send it back. Now, listen up, witches. If this does not belong to you, if this evil does not belong to you, you're going to send it back. That person cannot send it back to you. This is not like ping pong. This does not belong to you. We're going to send this back and we're going to close away, and this is not going to come back at us in any way, shape, or form. So what do we need for this next spell? You need a fire resistance container. This is cast iron. This is a little cauldron that I actually have in my website, so I suggest for you to check it out because this little cauldron is perfect for what we're going to do today. If you don't have something like this, you can use any container that is fire resistant, or you can use your regular cauldron. We are going to do a lamp, which is first thing that I'm going to add to this is going to be some dill. I'm sure you have some dill at home. The next thing that we are going to add to this is going to be devil's shoestring. shoestrings, and you want to cut that shoestring in 9 little pieces. 9 is the number for today because 9 is the number of completion, of termination, of I am going to mess you up kind of thing. Perfect. The next thing that we are going to add to this, witches, is going to be some rue. Remember that I also have some rue in my website. So if you need it, it's there for you. Beautiful. One of the elements that I love the most in reversal magic is mirror shards. So we're going to put 9 pieces of mirror in this little container. The next thing, witches, is going to be some little nails. 9 of them, witches. So let me tell you something. It doesn't have to be this. These are like little tags. You can put thumbtacks, you can put thorns, you can put sharp objects in here. You can also put nails. You can also put needles and pins. You want sharp objects and pointy objects in here. All right, witches, next we're going to put the most precious oil, which is olive oil. All right, witches, so now that we put your oil, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of salt. Doesn't have to be much. You can use black salt, which I'm using the witch's badass salt, or you can put just regular salt. The next thing that I want to show you, which is something that I talked to you guys about in the video that I made about my lamps, is floating wicks. You can find this in Amazon. You can find this in botanicas or in spiritual shops because they're very popular. Okay, and these babies float. See? Super cute. Now, understand, witches, that as this fire burns and this fire is consuming the oil in this lamp, it is sending a message into the universe and is blocking and reflecting back any magic that is being sent to you. So grab your lighter, your matches, or whatever it is that you want to use, and we are going to light our wick. It is such simple magic, but it's such beautiful magic, which is this spell was inspired by Jason Miller in his book, Protection and Reversal Magic. Now, this is time for you to do your chant. Nails, shoestrings, rue, salt, and dill. Hinder my enemies of their will, as they will do ill unto me. Hold them to their own agony. Hear my will address to thee. By word and will, so shall it be. Which is, leave your little lamp burning as long as you need to. And this is to be repeated every Friday for 7 weeks. There's some magic that takes some work. Make sure that you follow through and you finish what you started. Which is, from the bottom of my heart, I really hope that these 3 rituals assist you and empower you to do what you gotta do against your enemy. From the bottom of my heart, witches, I wish you the best. And that's it, witches. I really hope that you enjoyed this video today. I hope that it finds you at the right time, and I really hope that empowers you from the bottom of my heart. Remember that if you need me, I'm in my website, WhiteRavenandWitchesLayer.com, or I am also in my Facebook, WhiteRaven and Witches Layer. And if you like this video, witches, it is really important that you subscribe to this channel and comment down below, like the video, because you help me a lot. Other than that, witches, remember that you must strive to be every day stronger and smarter. You must learn and you must do your research, because witchcraft is a never-ending path of knowledge. But with all that knowledge, witches, you need to discern, and you always must stay so very wicked. See you Monday. Bye.